Welcome back into ARC Southeast Texas on this Monday. We've got Kimberly Sonnier joining us this morning. We're talking about asthma season, trying to give you some tips to parents with kids that have to deal with asthma. We were just talking about, I'm lucky I've never had to deal with asthma, but you do know someone whose child has asthma.
Yeah, my best friend, her son has asthma and was an athlete all through high school and even like little, pee-wee football. So it was always a concern. About
I was gonna say, it definitely can be a concern for lots of families and parents with kids dealing with asthma. What are, some of the big concerns that parents have to worry about usually?
So usually if you see someone coughing excessively, wheezing excessively, 9 times out of 10, they're having an asthma attack. So we want to make sure that to prevent those, that they're using the inhalers. Those will prevent any attacks for the future. You mentioned exercise, so exercise-induced asthma is one thing we have to watch out for. Also, especially with the Christmas holiday coming up, we want to be mindful of Christmas trees because live Christmas trees, they can also have mold, pollen on those. Also wanted to mention mold, spores, dust. Actually, you want to also be mindful of the irritants as far as the sprays, perfumes, things like that. So we just kind of have to watch out for those type of things.
Yeah, when you think about asthma, you think about maybe people just running or something constant. You don't think about those type of things like that smells that can probably trigger it.
Even down feather pillows and duvet covers with feathers in them. So we have to also think about all those little aspects and make sure we clear our house of those things if we are prone to having asthmatic symptoms. Also want to make sure to take those inhalers as ordered. There's one that will also be a maintenance, and then there's one for a rescue that you can take in a crisis. So we have all those little tips and things to do.
Wow. So has there ever been a situation when the person maybe doesn't know that they're asthmatic and they're in a situation where they don't have
a rescue inhaler on them?
And
yes.
So what will you do
So, I would consult with my physician, make sure that you make an appointment and get them to come up with the best treatment plan for you.
Okay.
Because it's individualized.
And so, like, if they're having an attack, you just at that point, if you don't have anything, just to try to calm them down, maybe.
Calm them down, yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Wow, very, very scary.
What does that process look like getting tested for asthma and figuring out what kind you have and what kind of inhaler you need?
Okay, so there is allergy specialists. So your primary care physician will consult a specialist to do the allergy testing for you. So usually it's sort of like the acupuncture needles. They'll put them in your arm, and it's probably like a test of about 30. So each different needle that's in there, it will be measured for a certain size. So those measurements determine on a little chart that the allergy specialist has, and it'll tell you what you're more prone to having allergies to. They'll give you a list, and you can avoid those things at all costs.
Well, it's good to know, especially, the specific stuff as well. And you mentioned obviously Christmas trees and having to worry about Christmas time. Is now the time of year too also that you might want to keep an eye on stuff like that when it comes to asthma?
Yes, with the season changing and everything like that, we really want to be aware of our surroundings, declutter our homes, dust, pollen, like I said. And actually, I wanted to mention about the Christmas trees. What you can do is for your artificial trees that have been stored away, shake them outside, and then that may eliminate some of the dust. Also, for the live Christmas trees, do the same thing. Shake it, and I even read where you can vacuum the dust and the pollen off of it, and that will be a step to advance and help eliminate an asthmatic attack.
That's a great idea.
Yes, I never thought about that.
It's definitely something, it sounds like, can be kind of a big adjustment whenever it comes to finding out that maybe you or your child have asthma, but it sounds like it's certainly manageable.
Yes, it is controllable, 100% controllable with the proper treatment plan for you, prescribed by your physician. It is completely controllable, and with taking your medications as ordered, you can win at asthma.
That's the goal, right? Make life a little bit easier, especially for
Yes.
kids who do want to be involved in sports and being outside. They always want to play outside, right? Got to figure out how to do it safely.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's nothing you ever get rid of, right? Is it something that you always
you're going to have asthma for your life. So the best thing is to eliminate those triggers. To actually, like you said, first of all, identify those triggers. So you identify them, you try to eliminate them, and then you take your medication as ordered by your provider.
Good. All right.
Perfect. Okay, so real quick, one more time for folks who might be worried about maybe their child has asthma, they have asthma. What's the best way to go about getting consultation, getting it all figured out?
Start with your primary care physician. They will guide you in the right direction. The sooner you start, the better, because no person deserves to suffer with this. So the whole goal is to treat everyone in our community, and here at Christus, which you have your Christus purple on.
We do.
We're more than welcome to do that. If you need us, we're there.
All right.
Okay?
Well, thank you, Kimberly, for stopping by. And of course, thanks to the folks at Christus for always giving us some tips and tricks so that we can conquer our health and
Certainly.
live a healthy lifestyle.
Great information.
Thank you.
Still to come this morning, we'll take a look at some of the events that happened over the weekend. It certainly was a busy one.